What is up everyone, I'm YouPhoenix, how are you getting on? Welcome back to Know by Heart. We're continuing this strange but somehow still emotional game. I think that it's gonna pick up soon and show us more of what's really going on. I don't actually know what my goal is here, but it's pointing towards the Institute, so... Can I go inside? I think I can. Find in here. Hello? Did I not go inside? Maybe that's not what I'm supposed to do. Can I go around the back? Maybe I need to find more memories first. Which means look for the leaves. Oh, there's a lot of leaves. What is this? Another memory. Okay, let's see them.
It was Genghis who got everyone into fishing. And when the summer came, he was inseparable from his fishing rod, and his skin gradually took on this sort of bronze-hued tan.
Wow.
We called him Red Chief, but he didn't mind.
Fishing, huh? Wouldn't imagine a lot of fish in this pond.
Aisha came along too, but she didn't fish. She was deadly afraid of the earthworms. Almaz would run after her with a couple of them between his fingers, an outstretched hand shouting, "And now for a death-defying stunt."
Poor girl.
Pond stakers glid to and fro atop the water, and rainbow-winged dragonflies hovered above. The quiet splashes, the rustle of the leaves, lulled. Sometimes, one of us would fall asleep on the soft, sunlit grass.
Almost sounds philosophical, you know, the story.
What we caught, we fed to the cats. This place had nothing worth fishing for.
See, that's what I said. That's what I said. Alright, let's see if there's more. We have some thoughts, though. Did I do this one?
We got up to all kinds of mischief in here. There's no way to remember it all. And maybe you will. Let's see.
Maybe I will remember it all.
Just a bit more waiting and back to Asia. Today is Friday. The workday is shorter.
Okay, cool. Bit more waiting, you say, though. Another one. Guess we are just waiting for her to come back.
This was our favorite bench in our teenage years. It stood to the side, where we didn't get many passers-by.
Makes sense, it's kind of like the end of the road. Ooh,
We were
guitar.
always sure to bring the guitar along, because Almaz, he played it well, though he didn't really have a voice for song.
Doesn't matter. It's cool if you can play the guitar.
He knew that, and he sang anyway to annoy us all.
Oh.
Less melodious
Sure.
than a caterwaul, you could say. And Aisha and Choma, they made the overall impression better. Sometimes we'd abuse the guitar until there were only 3 strings left. We just played it that much. But somehow we didn't lose the tune.
Wow. So there's a lot of memories around this pond with them. That's clear. Time to go.
The position of the sun tells me it's time to return to Asia.
But what if I want to see this one? I'm gonna see this one. I don't care if I'm late. I need these memories.
Come
Water.
spring, meltwater formed little rivulets, eating away at the ice as it made a break for freedom. We made tiny ships out of walnut half shells, matches for masts, scraps of paper for sails.
Okay.
But the most important part was our imagination.
Right.
As we knelt near the streamlets, we saw, as if with our own eyes, the brave sea explorers coming aboard. And then the ship made its way down a turbulent river toward the sea, toward the unknown lands beyond. Here and there, a shipwreck decorated the rapids, but many ships, nonetheless, began their voyage.
Okay. See, this is all just filling in the blanks, right?
I'm going to miss Asia if I keep loitering. Shouldn't keep her waiting.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't. I know there's one more memory around there, but I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. Okay. Nope, not yet. Not quite. There we go.
Sorry. I'm such a slowpoke.
That's okay.
Have you been waiting here long?
Not at all, only a minute or so.
Will we catch the train?
It won't leave without me.
It's wrong to keep people waiting, though.
Yeah, it is.
Let's
so
race each other to the gate.
we should probably hurry. We meant to go for a stroll.
Afraid of losing? There was a time only Genghis could beat you.
Fine, if you wish. Ready, set, go. Oh god. Go. Alright, she's not that fast. I can make it. I can beat her.
This is boring.
Oh, what do you mean? I'm so much faster. Shut up.
I've sprained my ankle.
Oh, that's a lie.
Look at the bird.
What bird? There's nothing, woman. And I'm gonna beat you.
This is boring.
No. Oh. Well, I guess I won. Come on, hurry up.
You won because of my skirt and high
Right.
heels. Wait till I'm wearing my jeans.
Sure.
You were the one who wanted childhood to last forever.
That's
Here's
true.
another spot, by the way.
Another spot. Oh. You're right. Fountain. How does she even know that there's
Our
another
first
spot?
dance.
Can she see this too?
We were about 14.
By the fountain, huh? That's cute.
Asia was in the middle of the dance floor in a whirl of coloured specks of light. And then Zinaida, the maths teacher and our class tutor, she announced a slow dance.
Oh, so it was probably inside, right? Like a ballroom.
I was leaning on the wall,
Yeah.
looking for words to say to Asia. But Chioma beat me to it as usual.
Aw.
So I invited another classmate. She too was shuffling on her feet nervously beside me. I walked her home afterwards, and while we parted ways, she pressed her lips briefly against mine. We both became embarrassed, and then hurried home.
Aw. That's cute, but also kind of weird
You
to
and
think
Masha.
about.
I knew.
She was the one who kissed me, if you can call that a kiss. I didn't even like it. We were both feeling lonely, so I asked her. You were the one I wanted to ask. Got beaten to it. Yeah.
You think too much.
I know, but I can't help. It's all I'm left with.
Any news of Masha?
She waited for it, also left.
Is anyone from the old
Wow.
gang still here? I've heard Almaz is in Kazan.
Yes, he comes over every now and then to see his mother, and me, while he's at it. Genji's too. He's a cop now. A sedentary type, despite the nickname.
Genghis? A cop? That absolute punk?
What about you? Anything you know about the old gang?
I've lost track of everyone.
Hmm,
Even Artem. Only saw him a few times throughout university.
I see.
Asia
So,
never dated Chioma.
right.
Even small confessions are so difficult.
I get it. But you're adults now. It's all fine, really. Turn backwards. But why?
The old clock! Do you still struggle telling 7 p.m. from 1700?
Not that my job depends on it. Train's at 7. Oh, not now that my job depends on it.
That time you waited for 2 hours in a snowstorm, though.
Oh, wow. And then my runny nose ruined the movie for the whole theater.
And then you missed 2 weeks of school, flunking every class you possibly could.
Right.
As a kid, I enjoyed getting sick, but not too sick. Sitting at home, wrapped in a blanket, drinking tea, while the outdoors were cold and snowy. I should have said what a torture it was standing in that snowstorm. What's the point in keeping quiet about it after so many years?
Oh man, I bet it was, and I bet she understands that, dude.
I didn't do great in school as it was, cold and no cold, outside of the exact sciences.
You missed 2 weeks of school, and here I am checking permits.
At least you're not full of yourself like some I could name.
You're easy to talk to as well. Rare for someone who's been away this long.
I applied where Dad wanted me to. I wanted to please him. Or I'd have been, I don't know, a veterinarian now.
Right.
I'm not a STEM woman.
I see. Just a market or something? More bubbles.
One last stroll before Asya left for Moscow. She wanted apples for the trip. I almost confessed my feelings to her. I had a speech on a copybook sheet in my pocket ready to say it, but Tjoma kept hanging around. Asya chose yellow apples, you know, the sweet but expensive ones. The sour green ones were cheaper, and I suggested those instead.
Haha. Of course.
Asya said I was cheap, which was true. You know, I counted her money when it could have been my treat, which was what Tjoma did, actually. I was nervous enough as it was, so in the end, I lost my temper. I simply walked away. No, I ran away.
Well, if you still feel that way, just talk to her.
Asya left that evening. I never said goodbye to her, or that I was sorry, or heard her say that she was.
Okay. Where do I open the map? Oh. New piece to the puzzle, huh? Okay. It's actually close to wherever we are. Right there. Filling in the map, piece by piece, quite literally.
What's with the silence? You have a lady to entertain.
I remember how we parted ways. It was ugly and I still haven't apologized. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too.
I should have called you right away.
You didn't have my number.
I could have gotten it from your father.
Do you have any idea what dorms are like? One phone to rule them all. Zero privacy.
Don't you have a cell phone?
I'm managing without one for now. You too, I suppose. What's the point of having one in our neck of the woods?
We won't fall off each other's radars ever again, right?
I've stayed in a room on the outskirts since I dropped out. I'll give you my number.
You'll regret it yet. I'll call you every day asking how it's going, and I'll expect an essay-length reply.
Which will only result in my roommate disconnecting the phone.
Fine, I'll have mercy on you too. Every other day. It's nice just walking around, collecting these memories. And again, I might start slow, but this is just build-up, you know? I wonder where it's
The
gonna
green
lead.
cat. We often dropped by here after classes, left all our pocket money behind. Well, no, most of it. Some of it the movie theater would eat.
Eats? Who eats money?
I still don't get it about the green cat. You know, what happens after it crosses your path, and I'm too embarrassed to actually ask at the cafe. Like, who's ever seen a green cat?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Freshly fried donuts in powdered sugar, coffee with condensed milk, chocolate syrup ice cream. The place had it all. Asya loved ice cream so much she'd even eat it in winter.
Same
Once
as me.
the cafe was closed, so
When I was
we
younger?
bought ice cream bars from a street stand, and Asya She couldn't even wait until we got home. And there she is, eating it on a cold winter day, a dazzling fresh fall of snow around us and her ringing laughter, the gleam in her eyes. It just made the day that much sunnier.
Nice. Yeah, ice cream. Don't even get me started, man.
The cafe's still there. Huh. There's some permanence to the world after all.
Would you still sell your soul for an ice cream bar?
Actually, I'm into waffle cones now. Whole new me.
Wow. That was a hint, just so you know.
Oh, you devil you. What do you even need my soul for?
Oh, it's raining. Hey, no averting your gaze or changing the
Sorry,
subject.
I'm fresh of a cold. Oh, that's what I've been missing. What's fall without rain?
Right.
I love fall.
Do you have an umbrella?
It's broken.
Make sure you buy one. You'll get sick if you don't sooner or later.
I want to hear the raindrops falling when you do.
Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on.
So cozy.
There we go. Perfect. Are we going the right way? Shouldn't I be at the station? I don't know what time it is. Also, why are we walking on the middle of the road? Well, it's true, I haven't seen a lot of cars here, but still, this is just getting ridiculous.
I could walk like this forever.
Well, I couldn't. I have a job to do.
Why is the walk to the station so short?
Well, because everything is closed in this town?
Like school. Join your friends, kids.
Attention customers. If you spot any suspicious items, then please report them to the staff or
Suspicious
the
what?
police immediately. Do not touch or move a suspicious item until the
Suspicious
arrival
item?
of the police.
Are we going the right way? I'm just following you. Is this the train station?
Aren't you going to work?
Will you be staying long?
Oh, wait.
That's an eternity.
Let's go then.
Go, I'll wait another minute.
Thanks for today.
Thanks for today.
See you inside.
Okay, see you. Aw. Well, I do wonder, what age are they? Like, they're adults, right? But how old?
A whole week of Asia. We'll go everywhere in town and visit all our old spots.
I guess we will.
Finding each other took them a quarter of a century. They had been separated at a young age following their parents' death in a car crash.
Distract
Both were
me, are
placed
you,
in an orphanage
infiltrator?
at first, but one of the
No.
brothers disliked it so much that he ran away. The other one refused to leave. Curiously, despite being twins, they have different birthdays. That's because when the second one was born, 15 minutes after the first, it was already past midnight. That might explain the difference in their personalities and their journeys through life.
Dear passengers,
Right.
for your own safety, please stand back from the platform edge. Thank you.
Where do we go from here?
Dear passengers of the
Right there.
423 service from Kazan, your train has arrived on platform 1.
Numbering of the cars starts at the front of the train. Thank you
Coming.
for your attention.
Careful. Train's not gonna leave. Don't worry.
Here are our permits. So, Vitya's drinking problem has gotten worse.
He's hot news, I see.
It's a small town. One dismal day's just like any other. Gossip spreads fast.
Guess it does.
Is Vitya home?
No.
Masha's worried too. He's in her class.
They took him to the group home. I'm afraid he won't be showing up to school for a while.
Say hi for me.
I'll
We'll go
try.
see him ourselves. Won't we, Masha?
Aw. Your permits are in order. Please go on through. Okay, Sitnikova Nadezhda. There you go. Oh, hey. Good to see you.
Do you have my number?
In Moscow?
In Kazan for now.
But you're only here for a
What
week.
of it? Suppose you need me to buy something in Kazan tomorrow. What will you do? Go there yourself? I could bring it.
Huh. Alright, read it out
Do
to me.
call.
Okay, thanks. I got a number. For now.
Time. See you tomorrow.
Have a nice trip. Kamishina Anastasia. There. Did I not? What did I write wrong? Oh. Kamishina. Anastasia. There we go. Okay. Better. I'm getting better at typing, don't worry.
Well, hello there, Misha.
Kind of feels like Papers,
Picked up
Please.
a chick, I see. Make sure you don't screw up on me. None of that dawdling you did in school. I know you.
Okay. With support like that, I doubt I'll fail.
Talk to me if you need anything. I'll show you the ropes of talking to women.
It's
Lots
okay.
of experience there, as you probably know.
Okay. Not a fan of your girl-a-day style.
Who's talking about that? I've been going steady with someone, you know.
Really?
I'm actually on my way to propose to her. Want to see the ring?
I believe you. Go through.
I could help. Think it over. Really think it over.
Okay. You say so? Lebedev Sergey.
I am back already.
How did it go?
Tired. I start
Nice. Congrats. Ivan. Oh, no, never mind. Ivanov. Vladimir.
Log up the station for me, will you?
Sure, why not?
Hey, just kidding. Go home.
Not exactly Channel 1 grade humor.
That stung.
Tough. Alright. What a nice
Dear
little
passengers,
thing.
entry permit checks are in operation.
Let's
at
call
this
our
station.
mother. I don't know
Please
why.
have your entry permit and a ticket ready for
Yes, it's
inspection
me.
at
I'm
Checkpoint
here.
Office 1.
Hi Mom, how was your day?
As eventful as you'd expect. Took my handbag to be repaired, walked through the park on the way home, bought some groceries.
Okay.
I'm watching TV now. Such nonsense on every channel. It's making my eyes hurt.
Maybe you should read a book.
Is there a reason you're calling?
Ken just took away my neighbor and Asha's here. I ran into Angelia. You remember her 60th birthday's tomorrow. Let's talk
Looks
about
like
this.
your life's fun. Any more news?
Attention passengers. If you spot
I ran
any
into Aunt
suspicious
Galia.
It's good that you
items, please report
remember.
them to the staff
It didn't
or
go
the
well with
police
her today.
What happened?
Do not touch
Permit
or
had
remove
expired, so I
suspicious
wouldn't let her
items
through.
until
That's not
the
true.
arrival of the police.
I did let her through.
You wouldn't, or you didn't.
How could I turn away Aunt Galia?
Then what's the big deal, silly? You haven't caused any more trouble, I hope.
Just wanted to know how you're doing until you're fine, and I might do with that. Good night.
Good night to you too. Tomorrow's a new day.
Alright. Let's see if we can call Father now.
Hello, Lena? Is
There
that
we
you?
go.
I thought we arranged everything.
Who's Lena?
Ah, it's you, son. How's life?
Attention passengers.
Tell me, why did you marry
If you
Mom?
spot
You
any
must have had a
suspicious
reason.
items,
Now I'm
please report them to the
confused.
staff or the
What
police
makes you ask?
immediately.
Have
Do
you
not touch
met
or
someone?
remove a suspicious
You didn't
item
answer,
until
just
the
like when I
arrival
asked
of the
about
police.
Lena.
You want a reason? She was pretty and she was fun.
Just that? Pretty and fun isn't rare. Why her?
We were already dating. If I were to find someone new, it would be the same, so no point.
Haven't you found whoever this Lena is?
You're persistent, aren't you? Lena is a hairdresser. I made an appointment.
Okay. Marriage only runs on pretty and fun for so long. You knew that, right? Was there another reason you divorced her?
What is it you want from me, son?
I don't
Dear
want what you had.
passengers, entry permit checks
Don't
are
you have
in
warm
operation
memories
at
of
this
how it all
station.
began? Doesn't that
Please
outweigh
have
all the
your entry
fights?
permit
I
and a
don't know
ticket
what
ready for
happened to you,
inspection
but
at
you
Checkpoint
sound
Office 1.
lost. Go
Yeah,
get some
kind
sleep,
of.
eh?
Guess you're right. Let's talk later. Okay. Interesting. I'm not gonna call the girl. We just talked to her.
423 service to Kazan will now depart.
What a day. I should talk to someone or I will not sleep.
Okay.
Who though? Do I have anything to give Asya? She'll leave. I'll stay. So what's the point?
I guess. Taxi.
Misha, wow, it's you.
You came to a closed town by taxi? It's a closed town.
Dear passengers, for your own safety, please stand back from the platform.
For
edge.
every closed town, there's a key that opens it.
Right. Bribe someone? Because you're filthy rich? Must be. Taking a taxi all the way from Kazan?
Misha, there's something called the debt cycle. You borrow from someone, then pay back the previous lender. It's a way of life.
Right. What about rent? Does that involve debt?
Oh, why? I live with my girlfriend.
Something doesn't add up. On guy says he cleaned up your
You
place.
should have seen how she clicked with Dasha. I thought I might as well go live on the street. Even before her, Dasha wouldn't shut up about this.
I'm happy for you.
What's got you so sulky?
Asha's here.
Be happy, you chump. Or is this about Artyom? He's not even here yet, and you're already looking all dejected.
It's a lot to process. My head's about to burst.
Come on, tell me more about it in the car. No reason to stand in the rain.
I need to make sense of it myself first.
As you wish. I'm not going to stand here getting wet. Or try to convince you. See you around.
Alright. I guess.
I shouldn't mention Asya to Almaz. He might pass it on to Choma.
Okay. Stroll before bed or bedtime?
Give me a lever long enough, and I'll fall asleep on it.
Sure.
So now I'll lie down, and all these thoughts will flood into my head. It's maybe a small town, but it's big enough for a good, exhausting walk. The kind that makes you conk out after.
Right. Is that what we need to do? I'm so confused. You know, that's the thing about this game. It's not really always clear what you're actually doing. Okay, interesting music.
The third year we joined the Young Pioneers. They lined us up on the square. The Lenin monument seemed to press down and fouled upon as it was by pigeons. I'd spent the previous night memorizing the solemn promise, terrified that I'd forget it mid-ceremony. Barely keep my eyes open. My legs wobbled. I kept leaning on adjacent kids in the file. Of course, my sleepy brain mixed up the words of the promise at the most important moment.
Aw. Man, it's not easy for this guy, is it? Alright, let's just go in. Football's still here. Anyway. See if we can get into room 1. Or the elevator. I don't know what it is. Still nothing though. Let's see if we can get into our neighbor's apartment. Gives me a thought.
Mitya may have been the neighbor from hell, but he was entertaining. Now it's so quiet. It feels unreal.
Come on, go in. Should we call Asha? We can call Genjis. Let's try that.
You have reached the Khan.
Guess who came to town today?
The president? Nah, I would have known.
Asha.
Right. Should I be worried for you?
Do you think she's seeing someone?
Don't even think of asking her. If she is, you ought to make her forget that someone.
You're such a great guy.
Any other news?
Just had to get that off my chest so I can sleep tonight.
You make sure you get that sleep. Go on to bed now.
Okay.
Hello.
Let's call her anyway.
You're through.
Oh. Good evening. It's Misha, Asha's classmate. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that name.
Misha. Long time no hear. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good enough. I suppose you're calling Asya.
She gave me this number.
Asya, there's a phone call for you.
Misha? You?
Yeah, I'm not too late, am I?
And you didn't want this number. I've only just washed my hands after the trip.
How was the trip? Not too drenched?
The weather forecast you doubted was spot on. What about you? Flooded yet?
Nah, you know, I ran into Almaz. Can you believe he took a taxi?
Did he? Oh, Almaz. I can't wait to see him.
You will tomorrow.
The sooner we go to bed, the sooner tomorrow comes.
Is it all because of the party, or did I just miss something? Get the hint. Sleep well. Today's
That's
been
not
eventful.
what I meant.
Really though, it must have been exhausting today.
Good night to you too. Sleep well.
Alright. That's everyone. Are we gonna eat some food? Wash our hands?
Almaz, one of his early works. Pretty good art for a kid, actually.
Okay, so it's his art. The guy that was in the taxi. I think we looked at everything else. Why is this chair here? Oh, right. That's where I leave my clothes. Guess we can go to bed. That's the end of the day. The first day. This is all build-up. I know this is a sort of slower game, but I want to try to stick with it, and I hope you guys will as well, because I think it's still a very interesting concept, and as I said, it's gonna do something. I just know it is. Alright. What are we thinking?
Yes. I get to see Asya again today.
He really is like a child.
I've never been so eager to go to work before.
Alright. You know what though? I think I'm gonna leave this episode here. Next time, well, it's the new day. We're gonna see what happens. Again, as I said, I heard this game gets emotional and sad, so I want to see how it continues and how this story ends, because it's not going to end for a while, I don't think, and I'm going to try to stick with longer episodes for this game, because I think it deserves it and it needs it. It wouldn't really work with just 10-15 minute videos. I might actually increase it next time even more. We'll see. But yeah, it's cool, it's interesting, it's unique, and yes, it's slow, but I feel like it is gonna pick up soon. I know I kind of said that last time too, but I just know it is. I just know. I don't have any doubt. It's not gonna just be like this for the rest of the game. And maybe now that there's a new day, who knows? But anyway, this is YouPhoenix. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe now for more to come. Until then, be brave, be kind, and stay awesome.